Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salams, where you're from. We'll get started in 5 minutes, or if we reach 100 people, whichever comes first. The score is, I think, 2-2. 2-2. 2 days we passed 100 first, and 2 days we hit the top of the hour. Abid wa alaikum assalam in slow. Himu in Dubai wa alaikum assalam. Muhammad Amir in Kashmir, welcome back wa alaikum assalam. Aliya wa alaikum assalam. Shamsiya wa alaikum assalam. Zahra wa alaikum assalam. Lubna wa alaikum assalam. Rahila wa alaikum assalam. Faziha in Trinidad, assalamu alaikum. Sophia in London, wa alaikum assalam. Saima in the UK. Shazard, wa alaikum assalam. Maryam in Zurich, Switzerland, where are your kids? Ruqayya, wa alaikum assalam. Aisha in Seattle. Nasira bin Basira Deen, wa alaikum assalam. Sania, wa alaikum assalam. Ruby, Asya Ibrahim Bilal in Portland, Oregon. Where are you right now? For security reasons, I do not share my locations. Farisha, wa alaikum assalam. Adama, wa alaikum assalam. Muhammad Safdar, wa alaikum assalam. We got Sulaiman in Ethiopia. Suraya in the UK. Hey, we're almost going to hit 100. If we pass 100, even if it's not the top of the hour, we will get started. The score is 2-2. If we pass 100 often, I will raise the number. Kaysar in Qatar. Hawa in Nigeria. Wa alaikum assalam. Paras Gohar in Pakistan. Wa alaikum assalam. Did I say Patricia? Wa alaikum assalam. Al-Ma'ida. Wa alaikum assalam. Altaf. Altaf Hussein. Yes, yesterday my uncle was here, and today Mr. Altaf Hussein, Sheikh Altaf Hussein. Thank you. Welcome. And fam. How big is your family now? Welcome, Altaf. Now you made me shy. Yasmina, alaikum assalam. We got Maryam. Oh, and we passed 100. Alaikum assalam. Isra in Spain. How long are you live for? For 10 minutes, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, let's get started. Take 1. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa la amma ba'd. So today I was reading about a 93-year-old man in Italy who had COVID, and he healed from it. So he's 93 years old. He had COVID. He had the virus, and he healed from it. He was on the ventilators. And then at the end, when they were discharging him from the hospital, they gave him the bill for the ventilators. And it was something like €500 per day. And the man started crying. And the people said, don't worry, if you can't pay the bill, that we'll find a way and stuff like that. He said, no, I'm not crying because of the money. I'm crying because these ventilators helped me breathe for 1 day, and I had to pay €500. But God has allowed me to breathe his air for free my entire life. And indeed, to God is worthy of all praise. Alhamdulillah. And I thought this was such a beautiful thing and a reminder. So today's creative speech, or this little reminder, inshallah ta'ala, is about muscles. I'm going to talk to you about muscles. Because the COVID virus attacks the lungs, it's a reminder for us to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our own muscles. So I looked this up. I'm not a health practitioner. I know nothing about this, but I looked it up. There's 3 types of muscles. 3 types of muscles. One is a a cardiac muscle, such as your heart. A cardiac muscle, such as your heart. And interestingly, it moves without your control. So you're not controlling the movement of your heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala controls it. The other type of muscle is a smooth muscle, and you people who are knowledgeable about this can correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked it up on the internet, and we know everything on the internet is correct. Is a smooth type of muscle, and a smooth type of muscle is like your lungs or your kidneys. I don't know if kidneys is a muscle or not, but it's smooth, and it also moves involuntarily. You can't stop your breathing. You can't stop. It will just override you, and it will continue breathing. You can't stop your heart. Your heart will override. It will keep going. But then there's a third type of muscle, and that is a skeletal muscle. It's a skeletal muscle, and that's a type of muscle that you do have control over. Muscles such as in your fingers, in your biceps, you're lifting things up. Those are the skeletal muscles. All right. So these three types of muscles, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Qiyamah, لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه. When you think about these different types of muscles and the bones and all these things, subhanAllah, we have long muscles, we have short muscles, we have wide ones and thin ones. You got super tiny muscles that move like in your toes and your fingers, and you got big muscles such as your thighs and your back, and then you got your lungs that are breathing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do they not think that we will not resurrect their bones? Bala qadirin, indeed we are capable, ala an nusawwiya banana, to recreate their fingertips. So even the fingertips, and subhanAllah, that somebody came, I don't know if it was like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and they said human being fingertips, they're all unique all around the world. So all these human beings and all the uniqueness of even the intricate detail of a fingertip. Bala qadirin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed, we are capable of recreating even the fingertips. Now this issue of, the complexity of the human body and the amazing creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there was somebody at the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Mecca who wanted to embarrass the Prophet ﷺ. So he took a bone and he crushed it into dust and he threw it to the ground, and then he said, "Oh Muhammad, are you saying that God will resurrect this bone after it's turned into dust?" And everybody's like, yeah, it's dust, it's just a bone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is in Surah Yasin. I know a lot of you read Yasin. وَضَرَبَ لَنَا مَثَلًا وَنَسِيَ خَلْقَهُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He makes an analogy for us and He forgets His own creation. وَنَسِيَ خَلْقَهُ قَالَ مَنْ يُحْيِي الْعِظَامَ وَهِيَ رَمِيمٌ. He says, who will resurrect these bones after they've been turned into dust? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in response, قُلْ يُحْيِيهَا الَّذِي أَنْشَأَهَا أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. Say, the one who made it in the first place is the one that's going to resurrect it. Say, the one who made it in the first place is the one that's going to resurrect it. When you look at, subhanAllah, our ibadah, our ibadah is not a passive intellectual type of ibadah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَيَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ. They remember God, they remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, qiyaman, standing, sitting, reclining. So we're in all these positions. And in Hajj, one of my favorite rituals, in the rituals of Hajj, is the jamarat. And the jamarat, I know a lot of people get scared about it, and they're like, oh, there's going to be a stampede, or we're going to die, or something like that. May Allah keep us safe. But the jamarat, what's amazing about it is how much of your body you need to use in order to do this worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So yes, there's the fear. Yes, there's the, there's pushing. Yes, there's, you've got little rocks. You're aiming for the rock. You're throwing at the jamarat. And as, your whole body, your whole existence, you can't be like thinking of something else when you're doing the jamarat. And in all of that, with all your whole body and mind and all your muscles and all your limbs working together, you say one thing, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. It is such, if anybody asks me what's the most amazing part of Hajj, I will tell them it's the jamarat. The jamarat is absolutely amazing because with all of that movement, everything goes back to hammering. It's almost like you're hammering into your own creation that Allah is the greatest. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala isn't an intellectual activity. So when you see somebody say something, God knows what's in the heart. No, Allah gave you these limbs and told you to get up and pray, to do your salah. And when you do your salah, standing, bowing, prostrating, all your limbs are moving in harmony with what you're saying. And that is Allahu Akbar, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Allahu Akbar. And so the action that I want to remind you today, inshallah ta'ala, is that when you get up for your salah today and not being lazy about it, but actually getting up and saying, hey, these muscles and these muscles and these bones that I have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to me. It's a miracle. It's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is my chance to thank Allah for what He's given me in these muscles and these bones and the heart that keeps beating and the lungs that keep breathing without my control. Alhamdulillah, for every muscle that we have, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we do our salah and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. And that's it. That's our reminder. Wasn't that cool? Yes, I work hard for these things. Trying to find new topics for you guys. Jazakallah khairan. Big salam to everybody out here. Special salam to Altaf and his family. Jazakallah khairan. And we're done. Next session, we do these Facebook Lives at 3 p.m. or 2:55 p.m. New York time. So schedule according to that. They're short, just a quick reminder, and we're done. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.